Hi, my name is Chili Gachuska, and this is my version of the Amazon Dash button using Adafruit Feather M0 Wi-Fi, microcontroller, Amazon DRS library, Arduino JSON library, and Wi-Fi 101 library. There are several things we want to do before we actually get started. Hardware-wise, we will need to import Wi-Fi 101 library and use the Wi-Fi firmware updater example. We will use this to fetch SSL certificates from Amazon DRS API and Amazon API to the microcontroller. The links will be in the description. After that, we will use Wi-Fi SSL client example to try to connect to the APIs. Next, we will want to create a simple notification service or SNS through an AWS account. The purpose of this is to allow us to receive emails when the dash replenishment button is authorized and when we place a test order on it. After that, we will want to create a security profile on an Amazon developer account. This will allow us to authorize the microcontroller to place orders from our account. After that, we will create a device under Amazon Developer Services or Amazon DRS. During the creation of the device, you will need to create slots for the device. Each slot will hold an ASIN number, which can be found in the description of an item on Amazon. These will be the items we will buy on the button press. For my project, I have 2 buttons, so I have 2 slots, each containing a respective item. Okay, let's get started. After all is set up, we will use Postman to send a post request to Amazon API using the encoded URI, which can be created using the data from the steps prior. If you need help setting up the URI, a link will be in the description that breaks it down. The URI will direct us to a sign-in with Amazon to grant the website permission, which in this case is just Postman since this is for testing purposes, to our profile. After we approve the setup of the DRS, which includes verifying items in the slots, we will receive an authorization code in return URI, and we will use this to get our refresh token. We should also receive an email verifying our creation of the Amazon DRS application. We will now use Amazon DRS library. We will need to edit authcode grant from the library. We will want to connect our Wi-Fi, make sure we set the correct pins on our microcontroller, and copy the authorization code we got from the returning URI. What authcode grant will do is connect to Amazon's API and return a refresh token in the serial monitor. The refresh token will only last for about an hour and will allow our device to place the Amazon order. The next step will be to put the authorization code and refresh token in the Amazon DRS library header file called amazontokens.h. After that, we can use Amazon Dashboard in the Amazon DRS library to request replenishment on the slot containing our products. However, this should only be used as an example because it depends on what microcontroller you have, the way your breadboard is set up, and how you want to initialize the quote-unquote button press. For me, I decided to create my own, but made sure I used the correct DRS methods needed to request replenishment. I also opted to use 2 buttons, one for each slot. When my program is ran, the yellow LED will light up indicating connected to Wi-Fi. Once connected to Wi-Fi, the program will wait for a button press. Once button 1 is pressed, the green LED will light up for 4 seconds indicating slot 1 replenishment. I then receive an email indicating my slot 1 test order has been placed. Once button 2 is pressed, the blue LED will light up for 4 seconds, indicating slot 2 replenishment. I then receive an email indicating my slot 2 test order has been placed. Another thing to notice is that if a button is pressed within 24 hours of a recent order, it will not go through because of Amazon DRS documentation. On a side note, a major problem I ran into when completing this project was that the Amazon SSL client was not responding correctly. it would work on one function call but not the other. The way I solved this was that I figured out that some SSL client calls needed to happen before my button press function. So just be aware of that. Thanks for watching.